Hey, we're down here today at the #1 British Flying Training School Museum in Terrell, Texas. You can see the flags over there and the ubiquitous red British phone booth from days on by. And their hangar there, and you've got a T6 there, or at Harvard in British speak. Got some things on display over there we'll check out, and got a Stearman sitting here. And some British training aircraft back in the corner that I'm not familiar with, which surprises me that I don't know what it is, but I don't. There's some people out here today. I guess they have this every month. Some Mini Coopers out there and my airplane in the background. I'm going to go over and check out some things they have on display. We're inside talking to some of the museum staff and found out that this Stearman here was actually used at this British Flying Training School here for 2 years before it moved on to other assignments. It's really hard to find artifacts like that and get all the history of them and know where they were and track them down and have somebody who actually donated this aircraft after he was done flying it, donated it to this museum. So they have a flying example. Looks pretty well maintained. Really does. I used to pedal around with one of these when I was a teenager and say this one is pretty nice. It does have a different engine on it. Got the soft field tires on it there, the grass field tires I should say. Paint and everything is pretty much like they had back in the 40s. Really nice. Come check it out. I should show the actual front of the building, which is the drive-up side, and we came to the fly-in side. And here you have the #1 British Flying Training School Museum. And the doors over there, the phone booth and the flags and all that. So come check it out. All right, cruising here at 6,500 feet, on our way back from the #1 British Flying Training Museum there at Terrell, Texas. We had a good time there. Actually ended up meeting the mayor right before we left. Excited that we came out, brought the airplane down. This airplane turns heads and attracts attention wherever you go. It's a nice day today. You might be able to see outside there we're cruising above some clouds that are around about 4,500 feet or so. So the way down was a lot cloudier, better. You can cut it. I run out of things to say. I'm not sure if the camera's going to see it from the back seat there, but up front my normal 2 G5s are down to 1 G5 right now.
Lean to your left, or your right. There we go. There it is.
You can see the dark screen. It should look like this.
Yep.
I don't think it's a power issue because it has power. That's the one with the backup battery on it, so it just decided to not work in general for some reason. I tried some resets on it, both in the air and on the ground. That did not work. So I'll be doing a little more troubleshooting on the ground when I get there, and if that doesn't work, we'll call Garmin, probably send it off to them. Kind of let you know how that goes, because I'm sure a lot of you have these displays, and interested to see what happens. So more to follow on that, hopefully. All right, a little bit on air traffic and airspace and communications and stuff here, which you'll hear in the background when I'm trying to talk.
American 2088. We were assigned 280.
But for those of you not familiar with this stuff, it'll be educational. For those of you that have flown a long time, you're going to be bored of this part, but that's how it goes. So we took off from Terrell, Texas, which is an uncontrolled airport, just Class A airspace around there.
Number 0 Foxtrot Tango, contact Forward Center 124.75.
124.750 Fox Tango, take it easy.
So you hear a frequency change between center sectors. And you're on.
Fort Worth Center, November 800 Foxtrot Tango, 6,500.
Number 00 Foxtrot Tango, Forward Center, altimeter 2986.
2986 Fox Tango.
All right, so we took off from Terrell, Texas there, I guess at the Class C airspace. So just have a common air traffic advisory frequency there. We announced our intentions there and took off.
Fort Worth, American 2379.
Got a few miles away from the airport, switched over to Lone Star Approach, which is out of the Dallas Fort Worth area. They handle that airspace there.
230 and direct rock, American 2379.
We got a few miles north of that, maybe about 10, 15 miles north there, and then they handed us off to Fort Worth Center, which is an en route air traffic control center. And what you heard a minute or two ago was us switching from one sector to another sector, because these air traffic control en route centers there cover thousands of square miles. So we'll be with Fort Worth Center until we get near our destination. This should be our last frequency with them, actually. The sector goes a ways. And when we get closer to our destination, which is Shawnee, Oklahoma, we'll switch to that common traffic advisory frequency and hear the traffic there and announce our intentions and land. That's how it works.
Shawnee is another uncontrolled airport.
Yes, it is.
All right, hello everyone. This is Long Easy Adventures coming to you from the back seat. We're on our way back from Terrell, Texas, back to Shawnee. I give you a view from the back seat. Had a little bit before earlier in the video. Let's see what we got back here of interest. We've got on the left and right sides, we've got
Fort Worth Center, November 8100,
the fuel gauges.
6,500.
Here's the left
100 Whiskey, Forward Center, altimeter 298.
Safely back here at the Secret Canard base. My in-flight video that I made just a little bit ago showed that I had a failed Garmin G5 in flight. Actually failed on the way down to Texas. Tried some in-flight resets and then a reset again on the ground. Nothing got any better. So after we got back, I went ahead and removed this G5, which was in the top position as the PFD, and swapped these around, the bottom onto the top, top into the bottom, turned power back on. The one that had been good on the bottom worked fine. This one remained dark. Tried to reset on it. Again, still dark. So this one, I talked to Garmin about it, probably going to be sending it in. But I have the one on the bottom installed in the top slot, so it all works with the network. And turn power on. There it comes up. We'll get a working G5. So at least I have one screen in here working. When I went to disconnect the bottom one here, it's the connector that does most of the electronic part. It's also my pitot and static lines there. Had to make some plugs to go in there so that I won't have an open system in either one of those, so this will actually get good readings and everything. So that's a temporary fix for it right now until I can get the bad one taken care of, which hopefully will be quick. I can figure it out, send me a new one, whatever they got to do, and we'll go from there. So that's all I got.